Oof. Ooh. First as always. That's actually the first time you've ever said that. That's been accurate. All right, we're queuing 4s, 3s, and 2s. No hoy. Hey, Matt. We got beef? I mean, you got a beef with the concept of truth itself. Maybe you just lurk hard. You know, I'm gonna have to look deep into the metadata. Maybe you click on the link first, but you just never comment, you know? You're back. I am, buddy. Yeah, I was not having a good time. Thursday, Friday, had a really, really bad sequence of events go down. And then Saturday kind of was the same nonsense going down. That was the first time we were playing 4v4 chat. Let's see how this goes. This should also probably be, I don't know if they're basing this off anything, so part of me wonders if this is based off of your... I honestly think this might be like diamonds in here as well. I don't know if this is based off your 3-zone MR. It really should be, but... All Swiss cheesy Chicago style. You would say that a lot. You start at 600. 600, dude? Oh man, who cheats up in 4s though? Hey, one guy, Jack. But yeah, and then I had a business trip that me and my boss, man, this arena is big, dude. My boss and I went on a business trip, and I was gone from until midnight yesterday, so apologies for no streams, but yeah, it was a sequence of things happening. Would have put out an announcement, but I'm like, I gotta keep the subscribers and followers guessing. Yeah, this is actually kind of ridiculously large. Like, my brain is like not registering how far away some of these reads have to be. Yeah, these are not high. Man, I can't even rotate across. It just takes too long. Yeah, but business trip, I did. Yeah, in short, Preston, bad day on Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday I left for a business trip. So I just didn't, really have the mental setup for streaming. Oh. Didn't mean to get around that. Dude, my sense of like timing on this map is terrible. It's so, like, my brain can't process how wide this field is. What are these 4s tryhards? These are like random and it's actually passing. It's fine. Okay, yeah, as I remember, as I just was informed, we start at 600 MMR, so I can't assume anyone to be able to save this. Throws 100 MMR, gets off the wall, doesn't wave dash, and then just whiffs. And I'm like, buddy, what are we doing? Regular save was 3, so like 1200 in Tramp. So it's not done. Well, I mean, if it was same as GC, it'd be much higher. Like, there's no way that 600 is... Honestly, in my opinion, they should be basing 4s off of 3s. I think it's kind of weird that... Granted, it's a brand new game mode, so I understand maybe not as many people are playing it, but like, there's absolutely no way that 600 is an appropriate MMR for a new game mode. Oh my gosh, dude. For anyone counting at home, that's 3 whiffs by my randoms. I feel like this game would be really fun with friends. Right now, I'm finding it really hard to even just like drive in a straight line with some of these people. God. Man, it's like so hard to rotate across because it just wastes so much time. You have to like be really careful. Dude, I'm using up a full tank of boost before I even get into the midfield. Like, my God. I mean, it's definitely more team-based. I don't really think you can solo play this as much as probably you want to. I didn't think people would be good enough to play off the wall at this early on. All right, luckily that's pretty easy save by sicko mode. Sure. Brendarius? Ah. Oh, well, he was whiffing it, so I was like, okay, he must be leaving it. Okay, that's fine. I missed that boost. It's fine. They missed that boost. That's fine. Cool Range gets that. Dude, what the heck? Oh, they're trio queuing in 4s. Okay, that explains a lot. I was about to say, I'm like, why are they so coordinated? I thought it was only 2 players. I was like, yeah, why are 3 different players all actually coordinated on this? Oh, I didn't think you'd cut. All right, GG's. Oh, never mind. Well, also didn't expect them to whiff that. Yeah, this honestly, 4s might be something I'm down to play, but I think I'm gonna wait until I have a party to play it with. I don't really think solo queuing this will be sane at all. I think it was Leth that was like, I actually like solo queuing 4s. I'm like, I don't know, man, you're a masochist who probably needs to go to jail. So I don't really trust what he says about that. Yeah, this is just chaos. Also, my hot take is, yeah, the field is bigger and it's gonna result in more team play, but it feels kind of limiting. I feel like I can barely move out of my half before I have to grab like another 100. Like 3s, I feel like you have so much expression while still having space to work in, where I feel like with this, honestly, I think they need to shrink the field just a little bit. This is chaos, he said. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, people are trying to like make that, because the thing is, the whole point about it being named chaos is that it's a casual game mode. It's meant to be something you just play for goofs. But now that it's a competitive mode, I'm like, is this really like a viable thing to play? I think if they shrunk this field a little bit, that would be a little bit more fun. I feel like I'm taking 9 minutes to drive from left to right. Yeah, we'll come back to that with a party. That was not that fun. I was not having that. Shout out Epic for giving me the free rocket pass though. Yeah, we'll come back to that. What's your what advice do you need, Preston? Also, people are saying they don't like this map because they can't read the ceiling. Or maybe it's just too busy in the background. I could see that. Oh, look at that. Almost triple reset. And we took a whole week off the game. So we never left chat. Kev Dog, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Happy New Season Day to all who celebrate. Three and two, face it CS, nice. Isn't the face it system like the system to play for CS comp? Because there's the CS like built-in one, and then there's face it, right? Oh, I didn't realize we all gravitated that way. Ah, I want to see how quick he would go, and I could go for the bump. All right, let's still play that last time. Okay, it's fine. He's not gonna get a clean hit on that. Pass? No, we're a little slow. There we go, we're playing a full party on the other team, so not super surprising. Hold on, guys, I just missed a bunch of chats. Preston, I'll read that in a sec. Oh, relax. Wait, wait, hold on. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, DYP was on the wall, and then he like feels flipped right as he got to it. Oh, I was dodging a demo. I hit it extra early for no reason. Hold on. I'll read it, Preston. I hear congratulations. I want to congratulate him too. I don't know to what I am congratulating. Own goal? All right, I chased the demo, or bump, I got the bump. Ooh, not gonna lie. Not the touch I'm looking for. All right, we gotta warm up a little bit, chat. Turns out taking a week off will affect your consistency a little bit. We took pictures before and ate and after dinner. Went with my girlfriend. Hoko was last? Hoko. Oh, homecoming. Okay. My brain. I've never heard it referred to as Hoko. On promo game, but wait, Preston proposed to his girlfriend? Hell yeah, about time, buddy. We get to the dance, having a good time. Okay. I think I know where this story's gonna go, but I'm gonna see if I'm predicting it correctly. Hey, Flyfire, I dare you to flick that, buddy. Oh, I didn't think he'd go for that. He was just going pretty slow. Ooh, almost. Gonna play that flick, or the lack of one. Oh no, teammate! I wish you didn't touch that. That was actually perfectly set up for a different hit. Hey, DIP, backboard me, buddy. You're such a pansy. I hate it when my teammates see me on the backboard and. First day of the season. All right. Anyway. We get to the dance, still having a good time. I asked her if she wants to dance. She said no, but didn't tell me why right then. Okay. Story developing. Plot elements inserted. We have our inciting incident. Now we have to begin the hero's journey. Yes, DYP. Yes, God, you're so attractive. Let's go, make it up for it. Oh! Taki, you good? I'm doing well. Pricks. Sorry, I did not see that. I'm doing all right. Got to get the season started off right. I don't think I've ever had like a winning record at the end of my placement games when I've solo queued, so let's see how it goes. 1 second, Preston. Don't bump me? Nice. Oh, that's a bad chow by that guy. Or at least a late one, maybe not bad. Not queued a single rank game yet. Honestly, that's usually the move. I think it's probably best to just not queue the first like 3 days of the season. You know what, DOP, I knew you were gonna hit it over, but since you had to wrap around it, I thought he would take a way longer time because he didn't have the read, and then he actually did, so my bad. Nice dunk. Stay with it. Wow. Play flip, dunk. Wanted to bait out the first guy, backboard me. Lax, you're such a frickin' pansy, dude. No one ever wants to backboard me. I really need to stop rotating up as if they are. You missed! Dude, please get back. Oh, dude, I hate that. Bro completely biffed that read. What was this? And then, of course, he gets the goal. Okay. Put the vape down for once. I'm chewing hella gum. Good. She told me later tonight that there was her stomach returning, but I was just pissed and didn't say anything. Wait, why were you pissed? Because you didn't want to dance? I'm just ignoring her because I'm pissed. So she had a medical issue and you're pissed at it? Like, I understand you want to enjoy the dance, but like, I don't know. I'm sure she also wanted to enjoy the dance. Wax diversity! Oh my god! Goats. Back still pansy. No. I didn't do anything all game, but I hit that by B. That's really funny about that guy. Should have hit you back wall. I mean, you're not wrong. Hello, Jerry. That's not good. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. Oh. That was actually an insanely good dunk by my teammate, but I thought he was gonna get missed that read. That's fine, it's not in. She didn't say she wanted to dance, kind of pissed me off. She didn't say why? I mean, she probably didn't want to make an excuse in the moment and thought it would go away. I don't know. That sounds like a teenager thing to do. Yeah, can't get that again. One more. Man. As soon as I go for that, I saw him off the ceiling, and I realized that wasn't at the angle I need to do. So I'm like, let me just bail. At least that way I can help out the rotation. Okay. Nice lax. Yeah. I figured if I went for that, we might get a dunked on it, so didn't want to risk it. Wow, no faith by my teammate. Saw me let that bounce go in. You think I wasn't planning for it? I don't know, man. Kind of rude. Dude! You saw me rotate back, and you're gonna let him drive at us. Cringe. Anyway. I'm the dude who asked you for advice a week ago, and now I'm a diamond. I don't remember where you started, but good. I'd be super mad if you get a sword throw, but then I'll put my pride and ego to the side and forgive you. No, actually, if you lied or have speculation. Sure, but if her stomach actually... Also, we're really distant. We've been dating for almost a year. Do you think... I don't know. Wait, wasn't your girlfriend supposed to leave, Preston? I'm really confused. Did I forget? Did I miss that life update? I thought she was supposed to leave, so I don't know if she even likes me, and I'm just pissed. That's okay, Preston. So I'm gonna give you advice that is not meant to be reductive, and it's just genuinely the best advice for all relationships. Relationships are about communication, and I know that sounds cliche, but it's something that my parents used to say, and I thought it was them just being like, figure it out. But legit, like, if you're like, hey, I don't think she even likes me or whatever, and you're having all these ideas of like she's being distant, that's when you just bring up, you know, have a conversation, be like, hey, can we talk or something? Can we like plan some time? And just kind of touch base on like how she's feeling and just kind of address that. And if nothing seems to change after those conversations, if she's giving you non-answers and you've kind of pushed the topic, then maybe that's a decision you need to make. Like, is it actually working out? Life's too short to waste it on people who just don't give you the time of day, all right? You know? Oh, buddy. That was the perfect time for an own goal. I was thinking about doing it. Well, yeah, but everyone thinks about doing it. That's the thing, is like you just gotta, I think everyone doesn't want to have those uncomfortable conversations when you're dating, especially when you're young. Like, honestly, it took me until the age of like 24 to be like, man, relationships are so much better when you take the hour to 2 hours sometimes. But maybe I would say like for most smaller conflicts, especially if you don't let them fester, you know, you take like 20, 30 minutes to have a weird conversation, makes you feel a little like, but then afterwards things get better because you communicate what's important to you, they communicate what's important to them, everyone feels heard and understood, and then you move on to the next phase. It's a good time for all involved. So I would recommend that. Did think I would also chow that? Oh, teammate, that was the worst possible turn you could have done. Where did he think that was going? He turned directly toward the backboard on a ball that was bouncing and then was like, it bounced? I'm like, well, yeah, it's bouncing on the ground in front of the wall. It's fine. Yeah, I knew the other guy abandoned him and that guy was just kind of stranded. Start at plat 2 and you're diamond out? Jerry, great grind, W. How much prom and dance more songs with my ex, but there were some I would just tap out on and she would say, just try. But I was already doing the most dance in the first place. Damn, so it seems like she couldn't hang, is what I'm hearing. You're out here doing the electric slide as fast as possible. And you're crumping and doing Soldier Boy. I don't know how old you are. Just gonna name all the dance trends for the past 30 years. Yeah, direct questions definitely help you figure out just where they're at. And honestly, a non-answer sometimes is an answer. If you're there to clarify stuff and they still don't want to open up, granted, it's a maturation thing. As you get older, this will be a lot easier and you'll be able to find more people that do that. But, you know, it's just a good thing to bring up, Preston. If nothing else, it lets you at least know that you did all you could to figure out what's going on. Imagine if you cut that. Oh, he did. Sorry, teammate. Good pass. This guy's still chasing me, right? Ground pinch? No! That was so clean, too! I just took way too long to set it up. Marva Hill, welcome back. Put that in the corner. They don't know I have 6 boost. Cringe. I definitely could have gotten that. That was what I was waiting for, that delayed flip. I didn't want to dive in and then find out he'd frick me. All right, flipped away from the ball because I didn't want to push it that far. He's gonna cut that? Yes, he is. I'm gonna put that in open space. It's gonna be a giveaway, but at least something that is gonna be kind of, wow! Didn't think he'd stop. Hey, Mark, you can get that? Yeah, you can. Oh, buddy, you go? You gonna go? He did, oh, he did. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he'd beat me. Our teammate, don't get beat, nice. Nice, huge fan, nice, still yours. All right, we're gonna cut that, and then we're going to backflip that, and then we're gonna leave it. Nice. That's not great. Wow, that's not great at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a horrible bounce. Crisscross, exactly, bye. The fact that it's toward the end of the dance, she can put it up with 2 more minutes. Wait, she told you she didn't want to dance in the final 2 minutes of dancing? I mean, that's not, like, what'd you guys do? Wait, hold on. So you didn't ask her to dance for the other 98% of the dance? I'm lost. Hold on, what's going on here? I don't know, Preston, there's gonna be a lot more dances, and I'm gonna tell you right now, as I grew up, dances were not a major memory touchstone for me. Like, I had a good time in the moment, but I'm not looking back like, God, my whole life, imagine how could it be different if I danced at the homecoming, you know, like, I don't know, you're gonna have better memories out of middle school and high school. Please hold up. Nice. There's no way? Okay. Can we ban YouTube chat for a day? Maybe. I'm the best in the world at this game. I'll coach you for $3,000. Honestly, I'm down. Oh. Sorry, teammate. I just trusted that you weren't getting that, and I was right. You guys hear Falcons, my signed Raleigh? Dump TRK. RLCS offseason's going crazy, dude. Worlds. NA wins Worlds and suddenly the whole world loses their mind. Brett Sharp, you're the best in the world. Thank you for the $4.99. Do you get paid money from these streams? No, I pay YouTube to stream.
In the best in the world.
Woo! Let's go! That was a horrible rotation by me, but it worked! Woo! Hello, Zaid. Preston, I don't think I don't honestly think, let me armchair psychoanalyze this. I don't think her not dancing is actually the issue. I think it's the fact that leading up to this, you guys haven't been communicating, and then I think in your mind, you went to this dance thinking it would be like a great return to form, everyone's having fun, we're gonna dance together, we're gonna just have a goofy time with our friends or whatever, and then it didn't live up to your expectation, and she let you down in that particular way, and that's why you're actually angry. It's not because of the dancing, honestly. I think if you guys just had a good time and you danced or whatever, you would have been fine about the stuff, but I think it's because of like the anticipation of something like this, and you built up this idea in your head and it didn't live up to that. Why do you pay money to stream? Zaid, I'm kidding, I do make money from streams. Well, based on donations. I mean, Preston, that's why you have these conversations, because like when you're young, sometimes you just date people, but it's like, you know, you're discovering what it's like to date and what it's like to, you know, be in a relationship. I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes, and this is gonna sound a little conceptual, but I think the older people in the chat will kind of agree. At least this is how it is for me. I feel like when people grow up, you date some people and you realize looking back, you're like, I don't really think I was that connected to someone. Like in the moment, it felt like I was feeling strong emotions. But then when you meet someone that it really clicks with, you're like, what was I doing before? And that stuff hits. But, you know, nowhere in this world, Preston, does it say that the first person you ever date has to be like this incredible, mind-blowing experience. Ideally it should be, but like, you know, if things aren't quite working, you know, have a conversation. Hopefully you can fix it, and if not, you know, don't sweat it. It's gonna hurt, but uncomfortable conversations like that have to happen. Otherwise, we just settle, and no one likes that. Ooh, good fake. The awareness. Nice shot. You can make more hundreds. And trust me, I had a year of youth learning about love is a very fair consequence. Yep. You learn everything from relationships. Or you learn a lot from relationships as you go. Dance for little kids, don't worry, you're just too mature. No, I mean, dancing is fun. I used to be, when I was growing up, like, I don't like dancing, but I was just like a little introvert nerd. And as I got up, you know, I'm still introverted, but, you know, going to weddings, hitting the floor. Genuinely true that no one gives a crap about your dancing. The internet might try to trick you into thinking like, well, people post videos about blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but those people are miserable people who just love to make fun of other people, and they would make fun of you for anything. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I did not think you'd get around that. Eric, thank you for the 61 months of tier 1 on Twitch. Thank you for the resub. I found my wife in the school when I was 15. I'm 29 and I'm still with her. Yeah, see, like for some people it works, but like don't compare that as the standard. Congrats to you, Nope Faker. Oh. Bro, I misread that really hard. I thought you said like, I met her when I was 15 and she was 29, and I was like, hold up. I was like, hold up, buddy, you're a victim. Do you only get money from donations? How much? Because I want to stream someday. I don't know, it depends on the stream, buddy. Like, everyone donates different amounts every stream. Depends on how much you're putting out content, how much you're uploading. You know, people get suggested your stream. God dang, dude. All right. I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying you're making excuses. I'm just saying like this is like the struggle you go through, and it's very easy in the moment to be like, I'm gonna talk to her, but then like you get a chance to, and you're like, I don't want to have that conversation. Believe me, like even if you know it's gonna put you in a bad mood or it's gonna be uncomfortable, it's just way better. It's so much more relieving to have that conversation. Even if it confirms stuff you don't like, in a way it is still relieving because it allows you to like actually be like, well, I asked him. Man, I cut it light specifically as I heard that guy pre-jump, and then as I went across it, I was like, wait. That's insane. Man, I couldn't see him for a split second, so I'm like, dude, is he challenging? Oh, my team has a red tag. Yeah, this game is over before it began. He's a console player. Actually, yeah, I don't think he's a console player. I think he's an Epic player. Oh. That was not the bounce I was trying to get. So I suited for Battlefield 6? I'm gonna be honest with you, buddy, no. I've never played the Battlefields. No, not into this, what EA is doing. I think EA is pushing the form. I think it looks fun. I think it looks like really good. The Frostbite engine is incredible, but I'm just really not Battlefield dude. Oh, hello. You're still fire, bro. Marva, is there another term you want to use? I'm gonna challenge you to use a different term. I think that's the thing. You're still fire. I think I've heard that 5 times through this stream. I appreciate the compliment, but you're slapping that button. I never would have guessed. I mean, I don't mind the game. I don't mind the game. I'm not against Battlefield. I'm like, frick yeah. I'm just like, I've never played the franchise. I'm not really a fan of like 50 versus 50 type stuff, you know? Like I'm more of a fan of like smaller paced 6v6, 9v9, like, because I'm a COD kid ultimately, so. Taco, click it. Lizard.click. Is that the one where the lizard follows your mouse around? For 6v9? Whoa. But bro, I still get bullied. I'm saying if you Imagine in a conversation, someone went up to you and be like, buddy, you're so cool. It's like, you're so cool. Love you, man. Like, yeah. And then like a minute later, he says the same thing. And then a minute later, he says the same thing. And then a minute later, he says the same thing. I would think that he had a concussion or that you're out at a bar and you're drunk, because that's what drunk people do. So I'm like, Marva, I'm not saying you can't say that stuff, but I appreciate you saying it. It's very kind, very nice of you. I was just wondering why you're copy pasting your catchphrase. Why are you turning around? Oh, why would you turn into the goal? What a psychotic decision right there. Oh, wow, he was turned away from the ball in that 50. That's so wild. I can't even fathom what I just watched. Oh, I thought he was gonna try to control that. Never mind, okay. What the? Oh my god, he actually let me have that. Super Space, you really need to pad. Holy shit, dude. Get off the game. I'm sorry, this is so pathetic. Brody missed every single pad and the 100 and then got permadunked. Bro, question marks me. Do not question mark me. Brother, what are you on? Oh my god. You've been selling half of this game. Oh my god. If it wasn't a 1-goal game, I would have stopped playing. Your teammate put some points? Yeah, I love those open nets. I love setting him up for wide open shots. Like, yeah, he put me up an assist and he's playing fine, but like, I'm trying to fathom the man that your teammate's about a 50 in front of your net. You turn around so you're facing away from the play, and then the ball goes out from a 50, which apparently is completely unpredictable. Wait, the ball moved from where it was after a 50, and then he turns, realizes he can't get it, and then gets scored on. And he says, you're selling? I'm selling? I'm selling? Buddy, come into my stream. I will stop stream right now if you send me the replay file of that game. I will walk you through literally every single minute of that game from my perspective. He says he doesn't need the coaching. Meanwhile, like I'm not, if we just lost that game and it was just like we got scored on and whatnot, that's fine. But I am so not in the mood to deal with someone who's just positioning like a madman, and he's just like, dude, you should have bailed me out when I actively threw the ball away. Okay, chat, I'm not gonna lie, I feel heavy on this map. This does not feel like a good feel. Anyone else have that on this map? Why do I feel like everything feels stiff? So what happened in the last game? Oh, he's here. Okay, cool. Why were you in their corner? I'm gonna be honest. If you tell me specific moments like that, I'm not gonna 100%. Ah, that was a good play. I got kind of balled on right there. Have you run this map? You sound like Shaq. No, I don't know. It's like this is the first time I'm playing this map. I missed the first chat. Oh, maybe that was the first one. Okay. You said we were in the corner. I don't remember which time I'm in the corner, but I would assume I probably thought, oh, there was a 50 happening. Oh, hello. That works. Why you were pressed last goal? It was more so the goal before it. Because there was a 50 about to happen in front of the net. And as it 50'd, you turned away from the play into the goal. And I was confused on why you thought turning away from the play was going to allow you to follow it up cleaner. I understand that like if the ball pops up or gets delayed or something, that's fine, but it popped out right in the middle of the goal and then you had to turn around and then wait for the shot, and eventually led to you getting harassed into a goal. And I was just confused why that was the decision. That's really what started it. And I wasn't even that pissy about it. I was just like, ah, man, I really wish that didn't happen. But then after that, it was just kind of an immediate goal that I was not a huge fan of. And you were dropping a question mark on me, and I think that just kind of accelerated everything. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of the queues, though. If we get another one, we'll get a dub, I trust. But I was just not a fan of how that game ended. That's all it was. What are my frames? Chat, you seeing this? What are my frames? Does anyone else seeing this? Am I dropping frames? No, I'm not. That's stuttery? Yeah, okay. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. All right, this map is unoptimized, I guess. Nope. That's open net. That's got to be in. Nah, I'll rotate near post so you get scared. Oof. All right, team, please take that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, did teammate get bumped into the half? That's really funny. All right, that still shouldn't be affecting the game that much, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that's a lot of frame drops. What the heck? YouTube's chat always #1. Bold. Sick bump pink. Oh boy. Oh my god, he's got this delay. Oh my god, he's the GOAT! Oh my god! Look at this goal! Look at this goal! He's the greatest alive! The stall reset! That's actually disgusting. Oh my god. Sign this man right now, Ultimates. Replace FK before he goes to Vitality. Oh, no double? Woo! Goal? Ooh, if he went. He played my read. Should be wide open for Stet. A little slow. That's okay. He didn't realize I was leaving that, which is fair. I want to back pass that. That's fine. Stet. All you gotta do is touch it. Wait. Oh my god! Good pass! I just chat, don't talk to me. I thought that was 1-1. I was literally like, yeah, let's go! Almost 0 second, and I realized, wait, that was not an impressive goal just because the time was ticking down. My brain's not in it. Rory Crean donated $350. Wow, that's incredible. Immaculate. Anyway. What do I need to ask her? You don't even need to ask her something like specific and direct. Just kind of bring up a conversation. Just tell her specifically you want to have a conversation with her. Just say that so that you know she has time set aside for it. And then when you do it, just kind of ask her like, hey, so I've noticed, and try to phrase it as I feel. Like, don't say like you have been. Just say like, I feel like you've been distant. I feel like we're not blah, blah, blah. Because that way it's still her showing like, this is how it feels for me. Not that it's objectively like this, but just like, hey, this is how it's making me feel that we're doing this. My favorite Wii remote player. Hello, Hua. No, he bumped me on the flip. Message, where's my hug at? Yep. I'd also heavily recommend having this as a phone conversation or an in-person conversation, Preston. Life's too short to have a conversation via text and misunderstand tone. So many times in my young life thinking I can have a conversation via text, and then I'll say something pretty innocuous, and then suddenly someone will be like, what do you mean? Why'd you say it like that? I'm like, what the what? And they're starting to get like angry. I'm like, buddy, I didn't even say anything. And then I realize it's because they thought I meant it like in a sassy way or whatever, you know? Oh, no, you turned away. Yeah, teammate, you can't do that. Have you seen the new skate game? No, but I have a bunch of people who love it. Oh, and I thanked you in my head, and I'm so sorry I didn't actually say it aloud. Oh, and thank you for the... Is that a new membership? No, it's a remembering. All right. I'm a taquito? I thought those were always tacos. Huh? Well, the membership is a taquito. Just because I wanted a name that was kind of like Little Taco for my members. And I was like, taquito kind of is like that. It follows the convention, even though it isn't necessarily a taco. You know? Give my money back. I'm at 50. Honestly, that has happened. Someone donated like an extra amount on YouTube, and they were just like, yo, can you refund that? And I'm like, fun fact, I literally cannot. Like, I cannot refund a super chat. Like, once you lock it in via Google Pay, it's completely, like, gone. That was a really risky play for no reason by me. Ah, man. Yeah, I knew Pink had like no boost on that, so I was wondering just how close I could get to that. What is happening? Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are super into the new skate game. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the skate series, and that I've never really taken the time to play them, but I'm not gonna lie, some of that gameplay is looking ridiculous. What is happening? What is happening? Thumper, did you get harassed as hard as I did? Let me check. Oh, that's really funny. He got bumped on the in and out, and it like ruined his approach. Oh. What? I don't think Pink would immediately chow that. Having a conversation, because you have to go to bed for 5 texts. Yeah, that's why you have those conversations, and you try to plan out a specific thing. Because you don't want to like be having a conversation or just a general everyday day, and then suddenly be like, can we talk? And they're like, well, we already are. And then they're like, all right, well, I want to get into something. They're like, well, I'm tired. It's been a long day or whatever. You got to set aside time specifically for that talk. I'm sorry, Preston, though. It's a human experience, though. Don't worry, you're not. I know a lot of my younger cousins, they used to ask me about that. They're like, do I just like suck at relationships because I can't do this and da-da-da-da, and it feels like that. I'm like, buddy, don't worry. Everyone goes through this a couple times in their life. Gonna have those awkward moments in a relationship where something's not clicking and you gotta fix it. You'll figure it out, Preston. Nice. I'm back. Hello, Ashara. Hey, Owen, I'd prefer you not saying that to someone. Little, trying to encourage some friendos here. Sometimes it's just, you know, young people dating and people don't know how to handle issues. Conflict resolution, chat. All right. Nice. That was like a talking stage thing? No, they've been dating for a bit. Do you have any games that you like to play other than Rocket League? Depends on how I'm feeling. I've been playing a lot of this rogue survival shooter called Rogue Dead Zone. There's also a game as my go-to traveling game because you can play it on a laptop, but that's not a gaming laptop or anything. Civ. Huge fan of Civ 5. Civilization, that is. Honestly, I played a lot of Oblivion, and then I did a very, very, very long quest, and then the game glitched out, and I couldn't finish the quest line, and ever since then, I stopped playing that game. It's kind of a shame. I was having a blast, like, playing some Bethesda RPG action, and the moment the game did a classic Bethesda move, I was like, well, and moved on with my day. I was like, or my life. I was like, I'm good. Wait, teammate, leave that? Oh, cool. Oh, man, I wanted that ceiling tap into a double. Okay. Oh, that teammate had more time to recover on that. I was like, I maybe spike that up backboard. Oh, that's not good. Thank God. How often do you single player, as in solo queue? I don't know. Or do you mean play a single player game? Ooh. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Nice. Dijon. What's up? Nice. What's up, Dick? Wow, Dinah, that was a lot. Do you do a lot of single player on your own when not streaming? Not a lot, but yeah, I do play single player when I'm not streaming. My channel's built off Rocket League, so it's a little weird to like not do that. And I always have an itch to play Rocket League, so I just rather play when I'm streaming. But yeah, when I'm just chilling, it's kind of nice to have a game. I personally recommend to anyone who's like someone who's like only grinds like Valorant and CS and Rocket League and like only competitive games, find a single player game or a story mode game or something. Something that doesn't require you to like execute at a high level. Your mental health will definitely get a boost. Like you need a break. Turtle, the former RLCS caster, he made a whole YouTube video on his shout out Isaac OS, his channel. He's actually doing really well. He's got like a bunch of really nice videos on it, but he had a video about how the future of gaming is offline, and I think he makes a lot of good points about how online ranked games feel. Kyle N, thank you for the $5. How you been doing? Oh my God, this guy peeking. Good night, Taco and Stream. See you, Owen. Send me a brain dead play? Yes. I need a break from work. Honestly, Mini Motorways has been a banger, chill game. Even the soundtrack is all very calming. Oh, hello. PvE titles? I mean, a lot of RPGs. I mean, I'm a huge Soulsborne fan. Oh, sorry. Wow! Hold on, I need to see how much boost. He was saving that a lot. I need to see this again. He had literally 5 boosts remaining in that tank when he'd got that touch. That's crazy. In my brain, I was like, he's got to have like nothing, right? I could probably be able to get that. And indeed, he had something. Mini Motorways. Yep, great single player game. It's like a strategy game. Essentially, a city is slowly expanding. It's very like minimalist in its art style, but you just have to make motorways to get like all the red cars, the red building, and all the green cars, the green building, and all the blue cars, the blue, and stuff. And it sounds very basic and kiddie, but it's like a game that's both relaxing and also just like stressful enough that you have to like kind of lock in, you know? It's good. Woke up 4:30, get in the location for 6 a.m. delivery of the towers. I can leave until 9 a.m. 3-hour drive for 3-hour wait. Fun. Do you play Call of Duty? I used to. Yeah, Rogue Dead Zone is a shooter, but that's a PvE. That's a kind of a small dev game. All right. You're Spanishing day 1 of the new season. Seek help, buddy. Soulsborne masochist. It's not a masochism. Like, Souls games aren't, like, difficult to the point of, like, beating the table or whatever. Like, what the... Like, nah, Souls games are just fun. Is it just on Steam, or can I play it on mobile? I think it's on Switch and everything. I don't know if it's on mobile, though. Oh. I was a little delayed on that because I was like, I think someone's definitely going to be up for that. And then they weren't. And I was like, wait. Dude, what is happening? These guys are just like throwing the ball right down the middle for me. I'm like tripped out. They're like trying to throw this game away. No, I tried to dunk it. I saved my wave dash even for that. Dude. Maybe he's a little closer, maybe. All right, luckily that's wide open for my teammate who definitely rotated back. He needs to flick that. I didn't think that was a fake. Hold on. You just rolled it. Interesting. You're deliberately making things hard? What do you mean deliberately? No. Doing a no-hit challenge, that's deliberately making hard. Purposely using a bad weapon, that's making it hard. The games are just hard. Like, that's different than playing the Souls game. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not deliberate. If your definition of deliberately making things hard means you could just not play the hard game, then I guess. But like, I don't know. I like games that are designed with just one difficulty. I always feel like it's a little weird playing a game where it's like impossible mode and it's not even like designed to be a challenge, it's designed to be annoying. Like games like that are just inferior to the Souls games because the Souls games at least have like a balancing aspect to them. Perfect pass to Bluetooth, and that's how we dub. Oh. Everyone just comes sponges. Exactly. It's just not fun at that point because it's like playing a shooter and then obviously I'm not playing a shooting game or whatever to like get realism or whatever. But there's some games where you turn up the difficulty and it's literally like you can unload an entire mag into the head of an enemy and it does like 10% of their health. And I'm like, how is this fun at this point? Like, this doesn't reward me for anything. You just turn my health down, their damage resistance all the way up, and that's it. But I'm like, I think if you up the challenge, it should throw like weird new things at you. I always think the best way to do increased challenge is, yeah, you can fix the damage numbers a little bit, whatever. But like, you should tweak those a little bit, but actively make the experience more difficult. Like, the enemies have slightly different animations. They'll perform them slightly faster, like something like that. I think that's way more interesting of difficulty as opposed to just making everyone a bullet sponge or damage sponge. Because after a certain point, it's like, this is just an exercise in patience. Like, I'm not dying because it's actually like, oh, this is so hard. I'm dying because I have to focus for 45 minutes per boss fight. Did you check your tire pressure less than 3 months ago and you are up to date on your levels? Be safe. I don't have a car. How dare you? I don't have a car to check tires on. Would you consider a masochist's go-to game? Or at least not a car that I'm driving. Hello? Oh my, I thought this was twos. I was like, where's the third guy coming? Oh. RIP. I was hoping he would rotate the corner. I was like, maybe I can get that. Also, shout out Waiton for making a new video on the history of demos in RLCS. Yeah, I figured I'd leave it for him so he can do that. Let's go, Andrew! Is that the minimalistic art game where you draw the roads? Yep, mini motorways. Would you consider a masochist's go-to game? Ninja Gaiden. There's another game I'm trying to remember that was like actively horrible to complete, like do a completionist run on. But I can't remember. Mikey Sandman! What's up, Taco? Want to eat my taco? Wow, I don't like anything about that. I wish I could go back to the time before I read that remembering membership message. Thank you, Micah. I'm not sure. I thought Andrew was a little bit further back. My bad. Yeah, Dijon, to answer your question, I've been okay. Unfortunately, I gotta complete my 90-day fiance and my 90-day review at my job before I get my pay raise, so I'm still not actually getting paid yet. So kind of broke. That's okay. Hopefully that can change in the next coming weeks, although I do believe it's gonna be weeks. Talked to the most recent guy hired after me. He's like, yeah, my 90-day review, I was literally like, it took them like extra full months before I actually had that review. And I'm like, huh, that's not fun. Is Blatcher any good? I've been told it is. So the doctor bought it for me and I've yet to play it. I feel like that game would be a good play on like a subathon or like a longer stream. Oh, hello. I gotta work on my stream stamina. I feel like I'm not good at streaming for long times anymore. Unless the stream is like immaculate, like making a bunch of donations and my energy levels are high and I'm, you know, super well rested. I feel like it's very hard for me to stream more than like 4 hours on like a very good day. Andrew Raids, hello? Other than that, we just went on I went on a business trip to Arizona, New Mexico this past week. I have not been streaming or live or really anything. That was a fun time. Kind of stressful, but in a good way. Kids are your little blessings that try to kill you. Sounds like a horror movie. Ask when they want to set up the review then? No, I mean, I have been. It's just that there's multiple people, right, Quip, that have to be in that meeting, and they all have vastly different schedules. So, like, trying to find, like, the time that works for all of them is the problem. Because there's multiple times where, like, 2 out of the 3 people I need on that call are available, and then the third isn't, and then the other times, like, oh, actually something came up, oh, something came up, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if it was any other company, I'd assume they were being really scummy, but apparently this is just how it is. I have access to all their schedules. I know these are all, like, real things. So I'm still getting paid a decent amount, but I will say, like, it's getting kind of hard to afford and save up as much as I would like to right now. Especially because casting is just not a thing this year, so I'm lacking, like, a significant amount of income per year. If I was still making that while I was doing all this other stuff, then bank, but right now I'm like, not much going on. Wanted to roll it somewhere place Andrew could get it, and as I say that, he has no boost. My bad. Don't, Andrew, please. Man. Let's see if I can trap him there. I'm gonna leave that boost for Andrew. I'm dead. Hey, Black Penguin. Hey, buddy, you're bumping the wrong guy. Hilarious. All right, it's an ongoing horror movie. One day it's hugging kisses, they blink, materials trying to throat punch me with crayons. Damn, that is a horror movie. What do you do for a living? I am an account executive. We out here schmoovin' in the world of security. We selling people security stuff. I myself am a bodyguard. 300 pounds, 6'10". Could have gone pro if not for my knee at D lineman. Cybersecurity, physical and cyber. Any advice for opponent reads? Be literate. Asian burrito is my opponent's. Honestly, sounds like a pretty great idea. That has to be a fusion. Wait, it is. There's a place called Del Sol, spelled like the Korean capital. And it's a Korean Mexican fusion place. And there actually is, in fact, a Korean fried rice and bibimbap burrito there. And it's lit. Any advice for opponent reads? Oh, I mean, in general, just react to like what they're actually able to do and adjust accordingly. A lot of people just play the ball, not the opponent, and it's kind of like, can you buy and show us the new Dying Light game? Is Dying Light the zombie game? Wait, there's a new one? I thought Dying Light was old. There's a Korean Mexican spot called Takorea. That's kind of cool. It's a double meaning. Try to hit it behind him. Ooh, team backed off. I was gonna bump him. Bonk. That took me so long to recover, but I was like, it's fine. It's not. I'm not even gonna complete what I was about to say there. How do you stay live on YouTube with your music without getting copyrighted? Because I'm playing music I have the right to play. Fun. We are now the guy from the first game, but cracked out with the zombie virus. Interesting. I've never played the Dying Light series. The only zombie game I've ever played is, and I know people are gonna groan at this, but Dead Island. Dead Island is like a goof, or Dead Island and what's the hammy one where you can like make custom weapons out of random nonsense? You're trapped in a mall. Dead or Alive? That was laggy as hell. Holy crap. The Last of Us? No, not that. Well, okay, okay. I will say I did play The Last of Us, but it's like kind of a schlocky game. You're playing a guy in like a blazer, and you're trapped in a mall in the first game. What is that? Nice shot. It's not Left 4 Dead. It's not Left 4 Dead. I just got demonetized today on my YouTube channel. I've had for 12 years with no appeal possible. It's Dead Island. It's not Dead Island though. It is not. Well, it has similar mechanics, but it's not, it's literally not. And by literally not, I mean, maybe it is. Dead Rising. Dead Rising! Thank you. Let's go. Thought that was over. Cringe. Good job, Matt. Sorry, you gotta be careful. If there's a record label that owns that song, 99.99% of the time, you are not allowed to use that song. And if you just continuously upload songs over and over without their express written consent, then you get wrecked. Play a lot of DayZ. Yep. My love life when a woman talks to me. Left 4 Dead? It's not even like I gotta do research. It's like just anytime there's a song, just Google a song before you want to use it, and it'll normally say the label. It'll be like, hey, this song by this person, produced by X Records or whatever, you know? If you've heard it on the radio, 99% of the time, you do not have the rights for that. What is going on? This is US East. Why is this server so bad? So doing song requests are bad for multi-streaming? Yes, because you don't have the permission to play those songs. I used to have a song request on YouTube, but the problem is that you're not able to actually play a bunch of those songs, and YouTube won't like shut your whole channel down or whatever, but they will stop your stream. They're like, we keep hearing copyrighted music. Get the frick out of here, nerd. And then they turn off your stream. I thought they would just mute it and I wouldn't be able to make any money off the VOD or something, but no, they actually just straight up turn off your stream until you stop or you restart. And even if you restart, they might just lock your ability to stream. That has happened to me a couple times, so sticking to our Monster Cat licenses. Personally, if I was clearing a ball, I wouldn't put it directly into the guy right in front of me waiting for the 50, but that's just me. Hey bro, my mom just called me. I'm having burgers for dinner? Nice. I might have to like... I don't know what this guy's saying. All right, I saw him jump way too early. Play on speaker. You can do it. Do you pay for Monster Cat? It's like $6 a month. If you ever want to actually play music, there's always non-copyrighted sounds or whatever. Maybe kind of generic music, but it works. Also, Harris Heller has a whole suite, an album of songs that are eligible to be played called Stream Beats. Honestly, pretty high quality. I don't know if he still makes them, but during the DMCA crisis, he made a lot of money off doing that. She needs help getting up the stairs. Dude, tell her to lock in! I have a rank game to win! If your mom needs help to get up the stairs, she's got 4 limbs. She can crawl. There's canes. There's stairmasters. Get over it. My God, dude, everyone's got excuses why they can't help me win 2s. Let's go, win it for your mom. Win it for your mom, no! Yeah! Let's go! I don't care if she's spamming the life alert. I need you to keep this game's chances alive. Not urgent, of course, but I'd like to help. Dude, F that! I'm trying to get MMR. I don't give a one crap about your mom. I don't. Come on, Ra! Holy lag, dude. Yes, win it for your ma'am. Let's go! Win it for your mom! That's what we're talking about! Wow! Let go! Okay, go get your mom, lol. Sorry, Illy, man, I may not come to chat to say this much. Aw. Illy too, Dinah, but I miss hanging out here so much. I miss you too, Dinah. It's unfortunately I'm not as much of a late night demon anymore to facilitate you being able to hang out as much. Do you do music or anything? Huh? Yeah, Monster Cat is just playing my Firefox. Twitch is listening to my Spotify, because Spotify doesn't really give a crap if you... Or Twitch is a way you can basically trick the VOD into not saving your music. and that's what Twitch uses to scan through your audio and see if you're playing copyrighted stuff. So I just be out here playing Spotify on my Twitch, and everyone on YouTube, you're hearing my Monster Cat. So I don't know what's playing on Monster Cat at any given time. I can check for you, but like I don't know the song. So people are like, yo, the beat's sick on this. I'm like, sure. Not gonna lie, I thought he'd fake that. How often do you go to the gym? Not as often as I should. I've been trying to get back into it a little bit earlier. I've been trying to go and use the walk on an incline for like 30 minutes, trying to get back my cardio and my fitness a little bit. My legs were hurting, Chad. I had to make a connection in Denver yesterday. I had to run across the entire Denver airport from the A to the B terminal. And that was not fun. They put me at, get this, B84 for my gate. When I'm talking, that was like it felt like 4-mile run all the way across to the train. Oof. 2 audios on one stream? Nope, it is playing, I have a mixer, which is essentially something you can have a digital version of, but I have a physical mixer. That essentially all the Firefox that plays Monster Cat, that is being played only on YouTube. It is muted everywhere else. I cannot hear it, but the stream can hear it because the audio output for my YouTube stream is that Firefox. And then on an Opera browser, I have my YouTube stuff and all my system sounds. Which mixer do you use? I used to have a Go XLR Mini. Now I just have an Elgato mixer. And honestly, it's not bad. I kind of miss having physical buttons to adjust my dials, but for the most part, everything I need it for on a digital end, it has, so. Plus, it's pretty good, honestly, for the value you're getting off of it. Not bad. Turret! You hate ads? Yeah, that's the best reason to sub, chat. I am a bot for thinking that guy wouldn't respond to that. How you doing, Turret? How's your studies? Well, the cat mixer? Yes, the cat. Interview only lasted 4 minutes, got hired right away. Let's go, cheese! You slipped into a 5 like I told you to, right? What'd you interview for? Oh. Study's doing well? Hell yeah. We're never anticipated Turret being smart. Wait, what? Guys, who said that? Bang! Wait, no! I thought that was it. I literally took off my headset to adjust it. Well, I beefed this pretty hard. No, I didn't. He saved it. Oh my goodness. Wow, I was also like, there's literally no way I missed. Like, I thought I crossbarred. I was like, I definitely did not. I hit it way too slow, or way too low. McDonald's? Hey, man, you're making money. It's more than most people can say. I would never work for McDonald's. Yeah, buddy, and that's why you don't have any job experience. Also, I'm still of the mindset that everyone in this in the U.S. should work food service or customer service facing jobs at a certain point. It should be like mandatory military service. I think the world would be better if everyone had to experience what those people have to go through. All these crappy people in this world. Man, I could have gotten that. Oh no, why are you going to the corner? Ah, man, what did he think I was trying to do? I literally looked up and he was in the far corner. I was like, wait. I was like, did you think I was pinching that across, or did you think I was gonna, I don't know, man. I thought he was gonna be a little by me. Like, granted, my touch in the middle wasn't like a perfect pass, but I was like, if he's there, it's probably a shot. If not, yeah, nothing I could do. That was probably the last place I expected that man to be. It's fine. Oh, whoops. That's not good. Luckily, my teammate doesn't get beat on a 1v1, right? Beat over one. Play the catch. 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 Oh, I had to reset on that one. You gotta get back. Decided to pick up broccoli again. Hell yeah, turret. Good to hear. Oh, what the? Ooh, good save. Hey, team, I'm gonna try something here. I was gonna try to pass that and I spiked to the ground like an idiot. Okay, I did try it, I guess. And that's all that matters, chat, is that I tried. I need to do it. I need to actually do it. But he decided, you know what? F you. I don't even need the ball. That would have gone so hard if you lobbed that instead. I'm trying to give this guy as much of a head start as possible. Yes, teammate. Yes, teammate. Have fun, Taco. See you, Dinah. That's fine. Just gonna steal that. That's not the pre-flip he meant to hit it as, but okay, I'm gonna try. That's insane that you just decided to lose the game. That's wild. I was just taking a risk that he was gonna play my high lob, and I was like, let me just shoot it near post. Let's see what happens. Wait, that's just a donk. It's just a donk. Tyrannosaurus Rex, hello. Nice triple bump damn Tears on vacation. Well, I mean, he was air dribbling it. He had to get the ball, so that's not a problem. Have you ranked yet? I mean, oh, you mean like gotten my, no, we haven't played enough games. We're getting there. 1662, that's GC2 right now. I always love it when people misspell analyze when it's right there. Analyze, anal-wise. And then people are just like, no, it's an I. A-N-A-L-I. And I'm like, nope. I don't know, man, stay in school. I'm gonna head out, I'm tired, got a football game. That's an hour and a half away. That's disgusting. Bye, Preston, have fun. Hopefully you have a restful sleep and dream of puppies and rainbows. Oh my God, the sweetest little stray dog came up to me in New Mexico at a gas station. Me and my boss were getting a tank. It was so friendly. That's funny. I like how I just wave dashed around the first boost pad there. Not gonna lie, I was positioned for the 50, and I think my teammate just hesitated just enough after this 50. But I should have still protected the back post. I played soccer, that's like classic goal line defending. Protect the back post, you know? You went for that? Oh, what a horrible touch. Wait, if I leaned forward, that would have been fine. Nice. Oh, that really should have been in. You got unlucky on the angle there. So on a scale of 1 to Gavino's about a must do that. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, chat, my brain kind of turned off. I didn't realize he didn't have his flip, he didn't use his flip yet. That was a not, I mean, not highly savable, but definitely not how I should have challenged that at all. Close one. Oof. Wait. Okay, that works. Okay, we're playing 2 Supersonic Legends, and my teammate hasn't been SSL yet on Fort. A little concerning. Bad fic channel. Oh, heartburn going on right now. It's protein shake. A little too much protein. I don't know when I started getting these, but I've been getting a lot of ads. I think I accidentally joined the email list for AV Alta FC, which if I'm not, entirely sure, but I think it's like the minor league USL team for my region of Texas. Tried 4v4 ranked. Yep, I played 1 game and I was like, I am not playing this at a party because that is just horrible. The thing is, the reason why Chaos is called Chaos is because it's on a small field. That, I think it kind of, in my opinion, I think 4v4 is just on way too big of an arena. It feels like it takes you 9 minutes to rotate across. And I'm not a fan of how much that feels like you're not able to rotate effectively. It feels like you almost have to play positionally, and I really hate that. Like, it'd be interesting to see how the meta develops as we go on or whatever, but for right now, I'm not a fan of how many times we just whiffed leading up to that. Anyway. Boost on the sidewalls. I mean, it makes sense because you should have a 100 boost when you go for an air dribble. Because in that map, like, I'm air dribbling it out of defense. I'm like running out of boost because like the whole length of the regular size field, it feels like, is like midfield. So it's very hard to be like boost efficient in that map and that game mode. So they definitely needed more boosts. I just feel like if the field was like 30% smaller, probably would have been better in my opinion. But again, this is an analysis after literally 1 game, and I'm not even playing with friends. So. Oh, I was trying to see if I could shoot that. Just slow that down a little bit. Third? Man, other team can shoot super well. Meanwhile, we can barely even aerial. That's crazy. Hey, Mr. Blue. Whoop. Put it on 4v4. I mean, it's too early to tell. Again, I just got done giving my opinion on that, but I didn't play with a full party. I was playing against basically a full party. I think it was 3 people, maybe 4. But the field just seems way too big. It feels like you're gonna have to relearn a lot of how you play the game, just because it's not like, oh, it's like 3v3 but bigger and there's another person. No, it's completely new because it's all the boost is in a different area. their map is much bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like a decent size, but it feels like it literally takes you like 9 minutes to get across the field personally. I feel like as a solo queue, you basically had to play like positions. Like one guy kind of has to hang back as the goalie or whatever, because your rotations take way longer. So I think I could see it being really interesting on a team level for like, you'd have to pass a lot more like you do in soccer, but I kind of like how soccer in Rocket League, you kind of can solo play it. And I feel like in 4v4, that's not really a thing. Please scream 6-7 as loud as you can. I'm sorry, I pay taxes. I won't be partaking in that type of activity. Okay. It's fun to play in the zones. I mean, yeah, but when you're playing with randoms, everyone's just kind of chasing. Not to mention that, like, we are so new into it for some reason. Instead of just using your threes rank as kind of like a basis skill check, they're ranking people brand new as if, like, you just installed the game. So you have to be, I don't know, like, you're 600 MMR. This is always the problem with the 3v3 standard, or 3v3 solo standard, was that you would run into players that are just all over the skill spectrum because they just didn't want to rank them off of threes. So you'd run into a game and there'd be like a pro player and a diamond in the game. And you're like, that's not how this should work. Got a champions player in below. Yep. That's fine. Did not expect him to whiff, my bad. We're not even playing a full party. But, my god, the skill differential right now. Ugh. I'm gonna Q dodge those guys. I do not want to get the same teammates. I found it fun to play in zones. It just feels too constrained. The whole point of Rocket League is skill expression and being able to be fluid. And I don't like the idea where you just kind of go like, boop. No, don't worry, I'll wait. Just like, nah, let me rotate. And again, that'll happen more as people like learn how to play the game mode or whatever, but I was just not a fan of what I was feeling. Granted, it's also because my teammates were getting absolutely annihilated. Did you get SL in 2s? No. We got the closest we got was like 1830. And then it started falling again. Very hard to be consistent in 2s, I've noticed. It's a game mode I'm still very much having to learn. We got the new Rocket Pass car, Pontiac Firebird. Wow, there's... Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, no, like, what happened to all my decals? I think that's what I enjoy the most is increased verticality, more room to make things happen and have pass plays. Except you don't, because the field is so big and you have the same amount of boost. Like that's where I'm like a little like I just feel like I was running out of boost like immediately when I started doing it. Wow, I hate how this car feels. I don't know what it is, but not a fan. Okay, we're gonna switch to an Octane. Or maybe we play the alternate Fennec. Like that's the thing, is like I don't know in 44, does it change the number of boost you have? I actually don't know. I feel like that would be a valid change that they made, but I don't think they did. In which case, yeah, I'm not a fan of how it plays right now. Granted, I've 14,000 hours or whatever on not 4v4, so granted, it's gonna feel bad. I just feel like fundamentally, I just immediately got kind of like an ick from it. Quick to get the wall boost. Even still, man, I just like the field is so much longer. I feel like even if you get it, like there's no such thing as a back corner air dribble anymore. You know what I mean? What the frick? That's embarrassing. I expect that guy to be doing something a little bit more interesting, and he just missed the cut. He just, I mean, maybe he meant to cut it like that, but it just felt like he hit it right at me. I was like, oh, I did not expect you to flip right at me. You recovered from that? That's kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wrong read. Oh. Nice. Just trying to get like the lightest little touch there. Man, what a save. Granted, that could have been a much better shot, but still. A little risky, but it's fine. I trust teammate to be able to buy enough time. Nice. Well done, teammate. All right. That's what we like to see. Wasn't there 4v4 game mode already? Okay, so 4v4 regular was the same exact map we used for 2s, 3s, and 1s, and then putting 4 players on it. The 4v4 ranked mode now is 4 players, but the field is a lot larger, and there's more boosts on the side walls. So it's like a whole different ball game. I am kind of interested to see how it develops, but I honestly think that 3v3 is like the exact amount of space, exact amount of interesting, like, roundabout strategy to have to get goals. I feel like 4 is just like way too much room. It just feels too slow. Like it slows the game down in not an interesting way. But that's just my hot take. I was playing for a 50. That was a bad setup though. He's gonna get owned. Yeah, teammate can't be waiting that long. On for it. I probably could have helped him out there if I went, but I was afraid I was gonna get there late and own goal it. So all it takes is the aerialing from the side one time, and then suddenly the guy is taps the ball slightly ahead, and then you own goal it. Dude, I'm a 50 goat. Please turn. Please turn. No. Okay, I was about to say, like, that is demo territory if I've ever seen one. I joined 2s more than before. 2s has a lot of boosted players from what I can tell, but for the most part, it is definitely a lot more fun, like, knowing how to, like, just, like, I think the hardest part was adjusting the speed and, like, how to properly cut off angles and play 50s, because that's the, or, like, at least play for time a little bit. Because I feel like for me, sorry, teammate, you, Like stuff like that is like a little hard. I think teammates have like unrealistic expectations for what is supposed to be like a play they can make or what I can make. Like a lot of players will tap the ball 1 millisecond off or 1 millimeter off their car and be like, hey teammate, why aren't you chasing that? That's a pass. I was like, huh? Like one thing if you said like all yours, all yours, all yours, and then you like tap the ball and then you were like, okay, go. Like I kind of get that, but like, I don't know, some people are just entirely unrealistic with what they need their teammates to do. God dang it, dude, he faked me underneath. Ugh. Ooh, that was not actually a kickoff. That should be oh. That was my threes brain. Shouldn't rotate up on that. Try to take 50. You had 80 boost and it bounced in front of you and you let it roll because you raged? This man is a 4-year-old. That's crazy. That's what I'm talking about though. Twos is full of such divas, man. Like we had a chance to win that. I played for a 50. They gave the ball away in front of the goal. All team has to do is cut that and then hook shot it or take it to the wall or something. He just goes, we lost. And then just gives up. And I'm like, buddy, the ball's in play. You have 80 boost and it's in front of you. Like, what do you want? Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Champ, I will never lose. Interesting. Oh, nice little touch there. And yet. Also, one thing in twos I gotta learn how to do is learn how to challenge high and adjust from there. A lot easier to challenge high and wow, what the? A lot easier to challenge high and adjust than to challenge low and then realize, oh wait, I'm way too low. Because at that point you're fighting gravity. I was playing a 50 at a horrible time. How are we in stream? We're all right. I think this map is like not optimized, chat. I don't know what it is, but like the game does not feel the same on this map. So yeah, I think so. Oh my god, I'm just getting actually diced on these fast arrows. I don't realize that guy saved him that much boost. My god, he perfectly angled that. He used like every single bit of that 20 boost he had. Oh. Didn't expect him to whiff. The biggest super chat donation? Super chat was $500 because that's literally the limit on super chat. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get that. Oh, that's. Try to lift that up. That was a good chow. Okay. I shouldn't really need to chow that, but just trying to change things up. Margalaus, what the heck? Thank you for the 49.99. How you doing?
I think this is good cause I'm kind of rogue.
Damn, spawn demo, I'm so evil. No, it's great, Marco. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That was very generous of you. Hopefully you're doing well. I was just playing on something like this. Yeah, unfortunately, we've had some very generous people, but the $50 is a huge donation. By far the best the most we've had this week. This is the most classic twos type of game. Teammates crashing out, yelling at us, saying wow, 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 or whatever, and then we suddenly score some goals, and he's just like, wow, great pass, teammate. I appreciate you, blah, blah. And we're like, buddy, you hated my guts about 40 seconds ago. I'm not really blaming him. I mean, that's just like the nature of the beast in ranked, but just funny to watch it happen live. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he hit the brakes like that. That was a good turn by that guy. You should have a prize thing where whoever donates the most each week gets a 1v1 you. I don't do that only because the income differentials and donations from people vary so widely that probably I think Kyle would win literally without fail every single time, so. Plus I do 1v1 days, so it feels kind of weird to have a reward like that then I have a whole day where people can just 1v1 me, and it's like, wait, why am I donating then if I can just get it for free? What? That's a shot? There's literally no way this guy meant to shoot this. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. The odds of him nailing that in a way that doesn't roll on the near post is ludicrous. Oh, you're going for that. I got it, he says. I don't think you did. That was teammate's just kind of been so weird all the game. I didn't expect him to actually follow that. I was like, all right, he's flicking it up. It's fine. I got it. You know how old I am? No. All right, let's just super chat goal. All right, we're over 50 chat. Whoa. Shirtless stream, all right. Oh. Just had to pick up my Wii nunchuck again. Nearly didn't get that off. How about you take a guess? 24. Oh no. Hey, Cooper. Oh. Cooper, I did actually end up having a cheesesteak this week. I told you, hey, I'm gonna order a cheesesteak soon, because your name reminded me of it. And then I did, so. It's fun. Okay, I already tell my teammate might make me want to jump off a bridge, but that's okay. How do you make people moderators if the other streamer is wondering? You click on their name in the YouTube chat, and then you just click add as moderator. No, I'm 13. Buddy, you donated me $50? That's like the equivalent of donating me like 500 if you're an adult. Hopefully you have a job. You're not just using mom's credit card. Did Cooper cheese? I did ask about it. I said, have you heard of Cooper cheese? And they're like, what? And I was like, oh. So I guess I'll have to keep on searching. At Publix. Are you foreign? Oh, wait, no, I'm mixing up grocery stores. I thought Publix is like a UK store. Oh, I was playing 50. I was trying to speed up because I thought I was going to get bumped. Also, Loki, you said you have a job at Publix despite being 13? That sounds like they are, what's the word, breaking the law. Do you live in one of the states where they're chill with child labor? What else you work the cashier at 14? That's kind of wild. Best I could do, not bad. Okay. Man. That's a really nice little touch. You work at Walmart and you're 9? Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel legal. They just tell them, yeah, these are playing blocks, and they put them back in there, the storage shelves, and stacking boxes. It's because I'm a child laborer? Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, you gotta apply for a child laboring license. You gotta prove you're a child and that you want to do labor. You got your CL? You mean CDL? No. I'm talking CL, the child laborer license. Minecraft proves that the children yearn for the mines? You're not wrong. That's not good. Okay. You got demoed, I held the ball up, and then you still got back to the goal late? He missed the boost. Okay, that's why. I was about to say, I'm like, how did you get to goal with 0 boost? I also thought he got demoed a little bit later, so. I thought he spawned a little bit earlier than he did. Man, that's actually insane. Okay, this is about the 3rd straight game in 2s where other team seems to be absolutely shadonking it on every single touch, and my teammate can't aerial, so I think we're good. That's my rule of thumb for when we stop playing 2s. Always problematic to me when you play a team where, or a game where you're really struggling to just touch the ball in general. Too many awkward moments there, too many moments where we're all confused. Please tell me you have pants on. I can neither confirm nor deny that. I do live in China and work in a shoe factory on the weekend. Your point? I feel like you guys aren't getting it. Guys, he already said he's a child laborer. Therefore, it's legal for him to work as a child in labor. Like, hello? You seen Cozy Pate's face reveal? Yeah, I was super blown away. There was a stream on my live that I didn't recognize. I'm like, why is this on my main page? I don't subscribe to this. And then I looked and it's Cozy. And I was like, oh, his camera's big on the screen. Maybe I'm oblivious to how large my camera is on the vertical, but yeah, I saw him posting. I was like, oh, good for him. It's a good move. Personally, I think it's good to have a face cam on the, it's good to have a face chat. I would recommend it over not having a face. No, I think it's good to have a face cam because it does allow people to have your reactions. And I think for his type of content, that's like exactly the type of footage he would need to take his stuff next level. Even more so than it already is. He does need a little bit better face cam, I will say. I don't know what he's using, but it looks pretty basic for him. I say it looks like Cole Palmer with that haircut. Honestly, dude, he does. But also that makes sense because he's also the soccer player. He lived in Europe specifically because he was at an academy, I think, for a pro team. He's a good player. He's a high-level soccer player. Has a nose cam. Whack. That's only for top donators to see. They get a special link. Oh. Wait, what is happening? Teammate got chased down there? I thought he had boost. I'm in Virginia. What up? I'm not. But one day could be. God, I hate the beginning of the season so much. He drops the sorry immediately, but I'm like, buddy, you should know if you're this ranked that that would never work out. Bad hair days sells better. I gotta say, some of these guys just have terrible. It's crazy to me to have millions of dollars as an athlete and not have a good haircut. You know? Have you guys seen that TikTok of this guy's like black girlfriend in the kitchen trying to like she's wearing like a pink like a all pink onesie outfit, and she's like prepping food, and she got her man like some muffins. He starts asking where she got the muffins from. And then the camera pans around to show this guy with like the most ridiculously stupid haircut you've ever seen. I know that's a very weird description, but it's just like a super goofy freaking TikTok. I think anyone who's watched it knows exactly what I'm saying, and anyone who doesn't is like, what are you talking about? He's got like the Lord Farquaad haircut. I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of bowl cuts. That's not good. Yep. I thought his mom just had Cole post a video in a hair salon. I don't know, man. It just doesn't look, I've just never enjoyed the bowl cut look. Never seen someone with that cut and been like, nice. I've always been like, why? Why not do anything else? Dude, I'm in such a fugue state right now. I had no idea we had 2 goals. Had no idea I was last back there. All right, well, I'm for it. Live and you learn, chat. Wow, all 3 of us went to the sidelines at the same time. That's crazy. Why? Well, I know why, but... Why in terms of, dude, I can't believe the other team tries to not give me the ball. Like, it's so weird. Close one. Yeah, that sound like it. This feels like we're playing in a full party, and indeed we were. Two players in the way. We both whiff. Unfortunate. You think that Harry Potter is just Star Wars knockoff? Marco, I don't know if you're high or what, but I don't have no idea how those are even remotely similar. The closest thing is that they're both fantasy. Or Star Wars is like a space opera. Ooh. Man, that was such a weird bounce. Even the third was also like, huh? They have weapons, wands, and lights. Hold on. Oof, that was weird. Wands, lightsabers, both the main characters were raised by their uncles and picked up by a random man, then trained by an old guy to fight against evil. Yeah, except one did it in a school and one did it by himself, basically, and helping a ghost and a green frog on another planet. Like, buddy, you're surprised stories have overlapping elements? Like, it's two stories about a person mastering a force that is unbeknownst to them prior to the film beginning. That's like the archetype of every movie set in a fantasy or sci-fi realm. How would I be high? I was just 13. You're telling me a kid who's 13 has never been high? Get real. Interesting. Good thing there's literally no way we throw this, right? Nice. Hey Garfius, how you liking the new season? It's all right. I don't know, man. There's a lot that goes into a story. There's a reason why stories feel similar in some ways, is because like there's such a thing as story structure and the hero's journey and whatnot. Plus, you need a way to teach the main character skills while also teaching them about the world and the universe and the lore. You gotta have an exposition vehicle, chat. Try to get a light tap. Kind of worked. A little far for my pass, and yet this generation, no? You're telling me no one under the age of 18 smokes or vapes? Is Gen Z the most drug-free age of all time? Sorry, Spade. Ooh! That was almost no cam. Look there. Kind of depends on where you are. I mean, yeah. Like all things. It was a weird game. Didn't think that would be the guy to turn. He was like the only guy I didn't think would go. Crevasse, I haven't read your message because it's very long, but I'm sorry about your loss. I think I read your uncle died. Treasure remote, love your streams and bring a smile on my face. Well, I appreciate the kind words. And hopefully, you know, you can find happiness in the memories of someone. Donk. Okay, we can't get that. Papa? Popping it? Oh no. What? Kind of funny watching a shirtless man play Rocket League. What's funny about it, huh? Hey, no. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't get that. Fine, you got it. You got it. Chow, chow. Wow, that was actually a kind of a flawless shot. That wasn't even a pinch, he just literally missed. Like his teammate might have like hit him into it, low-key. Okay. Let me say probably Rocket League, 2016. 10 push-ups while the cat's in the corner cam? What? Tangy, what are you on? That's not a thing. Video's been going already? It's been pretty already. I'm in disbelief that these people are authentically this ranked. Buddy, you have 100 boost and you're underneath a ball and your option was to flick it high and leave? What are we doing? Jamaican coconut reference, relax? I think you need to relax, buddy. I asked for clarification. I was like, what are you talking about? Also, I love Jamaican coconut, but I do not catch a lot of his streams. So I don't know any of those references. How much you like Pokemon? I mean, we got a Totodile, we got a Cyndaquil, we got an Umbreon, we got a Lapras on the top shelf, we got a massive Dragonite, we got a Gengar, we got an Eevee, and we also got a Snorlax. Can you clarify why I never get to be home? Because I specifically call the boss man and tell him to send Austin out. There's also the primary reason I would not want to be your job, Austin. I don't mind traveling, but sometimes it's just like I just want to be home, you know. I'm sorry though. I was just traveling with the boss man for half a week throughout Arizona and New Mexico. That is the most desolate part of the country I've been in for a bit. What a fun time. I don't realize how much a nerd he was for geography or geology. We were looking at rock formations all day. We would literally do a full day of driving through the middle of nowhere from site to site, and then at like 5 o'clock, after like 9 hours of clocking in, he'd be like, let's go to this national park. I'd be like, oh, okay. Nope! How was that? I mean, it was fun. He's just a huge nerd about it. I did have someone, while I was there, figure out that they kind of screwed me over for a bid I was trying to submit. I merely made him have a rage ulcer though one time because I was giving him directions. We were driving for like 3 hours, and we needed to like turn around after we got gas. So I said, he's like, "Where to now?" And I'm like, "Back to where we came." And he goes, "What?" Because he thought we took a wrong turn. We had to go back a couple hours. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Go back and U-turn into there." And he just goes, "Jeffrey, I almost ended you right now." I was like, "Yeah, that's the any percent getting fired right there," because I was on directions the whole time. He's a rough driver. I mean, he drives fast, dude. He is not a patient guy when it comes to that. Any tips to get out of Diamond? Learn how to play off the walls a little cleaner. Obviously, master fast arrow. Nice fake, buddy. Wow. Start calling him Richard. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll call him Dick. Got Papa again. This guy made so little of an impression on me in that last game that I actually do not remember him from last game at all. Yeah, I gotta schedule my 90 days still. Keep forgetting to push that forward. Getting everyone on one call is gonna be kind of weird. Also kind of, I also kind of want to like start racking up some W's before I do that. I don't really want to do a review when I'm still not doing much. Roasted, yep. Only problem is the longer I hold it off, the more money I'm losing out on. Oh boy. Catch you missed that. Speaking of fast drivers, my mom's sibling. Hold on. What? Good vibe. You'll be okay. Yeah, I just feel a little weird. I know I'm not necessarily expected to be like raking in like thousands and thousands of dollars, but I just feel a little, I don't know. Feel a little useless right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to like really push the envelope on this bid I'm trying to do with the boss, and then try to push that forward. Because me and HY, we're doing good right now. We had a great call earlier today. Sharing with her my almost wins. My first ever bid. I submitted it. Came in second by $480, but the other company is horribly reviewed on Google, and also they forgot to bid any shipping. So I don't know if there's eating a shipping for a massive that massive security unit, but I guess we'll see. I didn't know anything when I did my 90 day. And I guess there you go. But yeah, I need to get that done because I am missing out on literally like so much savings. I want to get my car. God, I miss my car. Oh. Ooh, that guy almost peaked. Yeah, I was talking to MM and he said his 90-day thing took until his 6th month to get due. And I was just like, he was like, yeah, don't hold your breath. And I'm like, I mean, if it was any other company, I would think they are delaying my 90-day just because they're dicks that don't want to pay me. But at the end of the day, I don't think that is the case. I think it's just one of the other 900 things they need to take care of, you know? So like, yeah, I don't think there's any maliciousness in it. Alrighty. Everyone's super. Yeah, I've been getting that. There's a couple times this week where I've like emailed people about something that should be pretty quick, and then they just don't respond. So eventually I just call them, and then they reject my call, and then like 4 hours later, like, okay, I just got out of a meeting. What do you need? And I'm like, I figured it out. Don't worry. like it's fine. What normally happens when you get blacklisted in stream? Can you get unblacklisted? I'm just curious. That sounds like somebody has been banned in my stream. What happens when you get blacklisted is that you are, well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by blacklisted. If you get blocked, you can't view the streamer chat in the stream anymore. When you get muted, you just can't chat. Or they get timed out. Yeah, I gotta push that forward. However, HY and JG, they went to that conference over the week, or the past week, while I was in New Mexico and Arizona. And apparently they got some juicy leads for my territory, so I'm kind of excited about that. Shout out Whomping Willow. What about him? Hey, Spetty. You doing, Taco? Pretty good. Trying to take it one step at a time in life, you know? Trying to get into my Taco financially stable era. I'm gonna get a fat reimbursement check at the beginning of next month. That's all I know. Traveling like crazy. No shirt? What do you mean? I am wearing a shirt. It's made of human skin, but... Nice. Hello, just call me Joe. Yeah, we put on the skin shirt. I'm dead ass. I don't know how that possibly goes through me. Oh. Well, never mind. Reimbursed for what? Travel reimbursement. So for my job, they pay for my airfare and my Ubers to the airport for work trips, as well as they give me a per diem. So I get 80 bucks a day to spend on like, or 60 bucks a day for like food and whatnot. Man, what an easy double that I botch it. You played with this team 8 games in a row? Not a fan. Have we won yet? Did we win last game? I don't even know. This whole stream has been a fugue. So yeah, at the end of the month, I also get my internet written off, so I get free internet through my job, as well as we use an AI model to summarize. I mean, if any of you guys have used Microsoft Teams, it's an app called Read AI, which essentially gives you meeting notes and action items after every meeting. So if you have a long ass meeting and you don't remember everything, you can go back and like read the whole transcript, or you can also just use like an AI to like summarize it for you. So a little handy. So I pay for the premium version of that, so I get a video replay of all meetings as well, for at least like my last like 30 meetings or whatever, and I pay 30 bucks a month for that, but I can get that for free through work because it's something I only use for work. Looks like I made it live at the right time. Yes, you did, Diabolic Native. What's up? Oh, that wasn't going in chat, it's fine. Wait, actually, low key, that was necessary. My bad, I should have scored, so he said, that's funny. Wait, I thought I just stole that, but it turns out I did a good thing? Ugh, that's disgusting. Threes is bad, twos is good. I think twos is good when you get to like high seven or mid 17s. That's honestly the most fun I've had playing twos. 1600s is just playing with the most like high ego, low IQ people I've ever seen in my life, and I'm just not a fan. It's a bunch of freaks, but not like in a sexy way. Nice. More in like a guy who eats glue on the bus. Nice. It's called failing upwards. Boo! Not a fan. Not a fan of failing upwards. How about you fail downwards and sink into obscurity like the rest of us? Oh, sick, what job is this? I work as an account exec, selling physical and cyber security. And we be out here. Stacking cash, he lied. No, I'm still getting into, I'm building a territory from basically from the ground up for this company. That's kind of my role. That will become my, my hopefully fruitful endeavors in the future. But for right now, we're just trying to make it all happen. Build my pipeline, get my accounts mapped out. That's awesome. Yeah, I started this job back in May because Esports is officially dead for this year. So I was like, I should have just shouted that earlier. Yeah, I have to do a 90-day review, and so I think for right now I'm trying to schedule that as fast as possible. Because until I get that approved and they give me my 90-day review, they give me my action items to work on, they give me my, hey, you do this well, you need to improve on this, I'd like to see more of this, like I like this, blah, blah. Then they will, you know, approve me for my pay raise, and then we'll be able to, for the first time ever, to get a paycheck from a job that fully pays every single one of my bills and also allows me to save. Because casting kind of has that, but the problem is there's been months in my career where I made $10,000 in 1 month from casting, and the very next month I made 500. And then the next month you make like 1,200. So it's like totally like the average is all over the place. Or rather, the average is like not bad, but the range is crazy. Do any coding languages? I knew a decent amount of Python and SQL, but I don't know them that well anymore. It's like a real language in a spoken language. Like the more you use it, the more you learn it. But the moment you stop using it, your brain just like forgets all of it. A lot of that is atrophied. I did a decent amount of R coding, Python coding, and SQL coding because I had to work with a lot of databases and research. But other than that, I don't know them that well anymore. I could probably work it out over time, but yeah, my brain doesn't really function in code anymore. Wait, teammates, you both fucked it up? That's crazy. All right, well, they have decent retirement benefits. They have a retirement match up to a certain amount every year that I have to set up. And they keep telling me to set it up, but I haven't even got my raise yet. So I'm like, I'm not doing anything retirement funded wise until I get my pay raise. I only make so much right now. I need to save up every dollar. I'm not giving any of that to retirement funds. Yeah, they give me health insurance that I still need to set up, go to the marketplace and all that. But yeah, they have an IRA match, which is pretty sick. Kind of want to play it across for Papa, but I saw D-Hack's pause and I got really nervous. Speaking of getting nervous. That's horrible, that's horrible, that's horrible. That's a goal. That's just a goal. Holy crap. What a frickin' way to lose that. What a frickin' way to lose that. I don't think either way we would have got back in time to help him out on that, but that's cringe. Ugh. Hoping a new 44. Hey, Neil. I played one game of it and immediately hated everything about it, but I think if I play with a party, yeah, it'll be a lot more fun. Your clientele? Anybody. I mean, mostly commercial, but commercial, municipal. Goodness. Public sector, like schools, universities. And my territory is eventually Texas, but mostly Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. Kicks bear. Okay, I wanted to bait him into the first touch. Hey, hey, hey. Have more questions, but I don't want to slow the combo. I mean, you're fine. I mean, chat slowed down. What other questions you got? I'm gonna go sleep now. I hope you have a great night. See you, TJW. Have good sleeples. Super delicious turtle. Howdy. I reject that premise. Ooh. Okay, that was a good recovery. Hey, Red Menace. Yeah, we took a fat break. I got some really irritating news and it sent me into kind of a depresso episode for about half a week, so that was why we didn't stream pretty much the entire weekend last week. Then I had a work trip on Sunday night, so I cut my weekend short. I don't like bringing my gaming laptop on that because it just clutters up my bag. I've been trying lately. I've realized I can pack my entire work outfit and my work laptop and all my notes and anything I need in one backpack. And I've been kind of, oh my God, I'm gifted goals. That's two. That's two. Bro, my positioning chat, you can't teach that. Main question I had is what are you specifically selling when you're referring to physical and cybersecurity, like firewalls and antivirus software? No, so DT, you luck. That's twice this game. What do you mean luck? Nah, that's just brain. So in terms of cybersecurity, it's more so like threat prevention and risk mitigation. So like trying to limit how much information when leaked gets out, being able to have kind of like spam filters. So making sure you have systems in place that catch phishing information in advance, while also being able to like, you know, make sure you're locking down your network security. So like, yeah, more like heavy duty firewalls and whatnot. But yeah, overall, it's like a whole myriad of different applications. I haven't really touched the cybersecurity part of it because that's more of a niche thing. Because it's not really something that usually like a lot of people who buy cybersecurity are specifically looking for it, whereas like, and that's not really something people do a lot. Oftentimes they'll have a service they bought like 10 years ago and they just update it over and over. So it's hard to sell them something new because like, especially if they're public sector, because they have so much money. They're like, I don't know how to upgrade that. Lately, there has been more government funding through grants on cybersecurity work. So normally if someone tries to get it, it's through that, especially if you're in education or selling to education. Nice. Yeah, it's like we do have security solutions. It just has to be tailored for the person and how many PCs in their network that they need to covered or how many admin access people they need and whatnot. Yeah, our bread and butter is more physical stuff. So being able to set up camera surveillance systems and access control, all the data and networking that goes with that. Ooh. Use Sophos at my company? Yeah. Yeah, we got yeah, the security software is actually something I need to get a little bit more familiar with just because I would like to be able to, there's conversations with clients when you're trying to do discovery and prospecting. So like to call someone up and try to form a new connection, you're just trying to, you know, small talk. I'm like, hey, who's your current integrator? Like person who puts in all your security stuff? Like who's, what security system do you use? Like when's the last time you do that? Is there anything it does that you don't like? Blah, blah, blah. Like sometimes if I can talk through, I feel like anything I need to and get to the questions I need, But if someone was like, hey, talk to me about cybersecurity, I'd be like, and I wouldn't be as successful. Matt L, member for 18 months. That's your second YouTube child. Never forget where you came from. Damn. That's motivational AF. I'm trashing the EMU logo, chat. I don't even know if it's still the logo. It is. I played NCAA 2025. I know. Tech for Accounts is something my dad works with. He's also in sales. Yeah, I'm slowly getting my training wheels. My boss, when I first came in, said, you're going to feel like an imposter for a while. And I'm like, it's not even like imposter syndrome, because I know I don't know as much as other people. But he's like, yeah, the thing is about this thing is like it attracts a lot of people who have to be hungry for knowledge and learn a bunch of stuff. He's like, the hardest part for people who work in this field, in his experience, is like, it is a never-ending amount of information. Like, there's always more you have to learn. There's always a program you have to like figure out. There's always, you know, that next step. And he's like, for some people that's really discouraging, but so long as you have the right, I think, appraisal of it. So like, you could view it as like, oh, it's like, dude, I have so much I don't know. Instead, it's just like, hey, you don't need to memorize every single thing. You just need to know enough about it so you can point them in the right direction, you know? Like, if someone asked me about cybersecurity, I'd be able to direct them in the right way. And I don't have to be 100% a subject matter expert. I just have to be able to be like, you know, I can get back to you about that. But in the meantime, let me know like what you need and I can get back to you. Like, you know, then burnout is serious. I mean, there's definitely days where I'm on a roll with sales. I'm calling, I'm talking to people, I'm scheduling meetings, and it's great. And then there's other days where I actively am not able to get a win, or everyone's rejecting calls, or people are very curt with me on the phone or whatever. And it's like, not necessarily like stressing, but it's just kind of like, man, can I get a dub? Can I reach someone? Hello? Oh. I think content creation is tough though, because you're making a bunch of content that is up to the fans to decide, and sometimes it's very hard to know what your viewers want. It's very strange. Like, several times I made a video and people really like the formatting of it, and then I make another one and people are like, I hate this, and no one watches it, and you're just like, so it's kind of tough to like not 100% know like what I need to do. Nice. Yeah, burnout is something everyone suffers from, I think, from time to time. Then there's just occasional people who are so type A that they just like lock in and grind through life, and I don't know how people do that. That's a different breed right there. I cut. What? I'm sorry, I thought I timed that super well, and he hit it just slightly higher than I could reach. I was just trying to I wasn't trying to go too high because I didn't want him to, I was trying to see if he was going to hit it off the corner or the ceiling, and then if it does that, I wouldn't be able to react to it in the way I wanted to. Well, speak. Wow, that was my attempt at a back pass, but I couldn't quite hit it. Still worked out though. Bang, free low. Oh. All right, we'll just get out. Or get bumped by Nimi. Jay, you know what I could really go for right now? A waffle. Our teammate just said in team chat, my screen just went black. Damn. Bro actually just had his display driver fail. Didn't get the note you were alive. How was the trip? Trip was good. Trip was good. How you doing, Kyle? Wishing the things my dad gave you, someone who does success, been for 38 years and he's a bad teacher. I don't know, man. People gotta lock in. If you've been working in something that long, you should be able to explain that to a 5-year-old, no matter how technical it is. That's the true sign of mastery, is if you can explain complex things in a simple way. It's also why if you guys are going to college, definitely become a TA. It's the best way to learn something. So do well in the class, then become a TA. That stuff will solidify in your brain so well. That's how I was able to get as good as I was with statistics. Because I had to TA it for like 3 semesters in a row. And I was terrified the first time I did. I'm like, I don't think I understand this well enough to teach it. And then once I got in front of everyone and started answering the questions, I was like, oh wait, hold on, I know that stuff. Might have just sold a 3rd. Just kidding. You try the new cars? I put on the Pontiac Firebird for 1 minute and I hated it, so I'm just taking a break for that. We'll go to it in a bit. Maybe another stream. Teacher assistant? Yeah, TA. Ooh, I wanted him to spike it into me for the pinch. Let's get out. Just comes natural to him. Some people, I mean, yeah, some people just get stuff. Clicks. Oh, good demo. Uh-oh. There was a non-zero chance that was happening. My dad owned an original Pontiac Firebird back in the day. Might have to get it. Yeah, I got the Rock Pass for free. I also got the Kai Cenat collab. The BMW. I haven't tried them yet, though. Shout out Epic for giving me that for free. Yeah, not clearing that as hard as possible because it makes that catch a lot harder, and it's why he doesn't do anything with it. Sometimes, chat, it's not the best idea to launch a ball as hard as possible. A lot of you guys, I feel like in lower ranks, do that all the time. But like sometimes in that situation where it's like, yeah, I could hit it as hard as possible, but then it's just a giveaway and it's with pace for people to chase. But if I just lob it, then he has to kind of be like, oh, I got to generate a lot of speed again. Nice spike. Energy winning worlds went crazy. Dude, I gotta say, that's like one of the most consistent teams in the entire world for the past like 2 years, and people act like it's like, man, I'm surprised they got it done finally. It's like, I don't know, they came in second at like every major like the past in last year. They were winning a majority of the regional matches, and even when they didn't, they always popped off at majors and did well. Like, finally won one in London. Like, I'm surprised people are acting like, oh yeah, I'm surprised. Are you? Like, they definitely had it. They had it coming. I knew it was only a matter of time. They're also like, Energy's like low-key the only team also that like Safi will tweet out like, hey, we screwed up today, we're gonna figure it out and come up with a game plan, and actually means it. And every single time when he tweets that stuff out, they actually do come out the next day and play infinitely better. He had those boys dialed in. Pasta, what's going on? Cool. They looked actually insane. I mean, it's really telling that Falcons can outplay everybody that they play against because their playstyle is just so fast and hectic, and the only team that can counter it is Energy. That's like been continuously the pattern throughout a lot of Falcons stuff. Like Falcons beat them down a while back in the London Major, and then they came back a couple days later, and then they whooped them in the grand finals in a very similar manner to the Worlds. Falcons vs. Carmine Corps was the most entertaining series. That's one of the best series of Rocket League I've ever seen. And the fact that it was only a 6-game series is even more mind-blowing. It felt like a Game 7. And now you guys see Drawley might be leaving KC, and he's going to go to Falcons. That's a rumor that's been going around. But apparently in the next coming days, Falcons are going to lock that in. It's going to be Rawas, Kaliers, and Drawley. And then apparently another rumor that's insane. First ever NA to EU transfer, first killer to Vitality to replace Monkey Moon. Like, can you even fathom that, chat? Losing TRK would hurt that for sure. I mean, TRK is a very good player, MVP of that region, but you can't separate the twins. I will say, back in the day, Kaliers would have been the very clear, obvious choice for me to cut from that team if you're going to make a trade, but one, you're never going to do that with the twins, and two, Kaliers has stepped up his game. Because Rawas is like insanely good, and Kaliers is like also very good, but like not quite Rawas level. And now he's actively like a vital part of that team, so good to see. I like to see self-growth. I'm off. Good night, Pasta. Finally acquired a job for working freelance. Hey, you're just like me, Pasta. Congrats. If Vitality won, Zen would definitely be on the board for GOAT. I mean, if Vitality won, how is he the GOAT? That would mean Monkey Moon is a 3-time world champion out of 4 tries. Like, I think that's pretty GOAT. Granted, like, in terms of championships and success, I would say Monkey Moon is my open era GOAT. Even with this loss, he's still that level for me. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I think Zen definitely has a good success rate, though. I mean, he's, what, he would be 2 for 3 if he won that. I think mechanically it's going to be a long time before we see a player as consistent as him. A little wide. Okay. I think this is the UC Boulder CRL team. Getting ready for the collegiate leagues, ramping up. I was gonna say cranking, and I trained it to ramping. Okay. First killer to replace Monkey Moon would go crazy. Yep. I have no idea where Monkey Moon is going. I don't know if they're the rumors to put him in or anywhere. Buddy. Ugh. Oh wait, Papa again. Oh, I don't know, this first guy missed. Ah! Do you think Wild Card has some successes? I mean, it's the best result for OC, but in a while, but I don't know, man. They look pretty good, but after a while, they ran into like the elite of the elite, and they just immediately folded. Get it, Wild Card? But anyway, they immediately folded, and I feel like that's just kind of telling of where they're at. Like, yeah, they had a good day, but every team has good days. Every org has good days of playing. And then Worlds and Majors are all about, okay, cool. You played the best you could, but now you gotta do it again. And you have to do it again, and you have to do it again. And a lot of players, I think, like Wildcard, and also OC in general, and like group stages, Power used to have like really good days. But then, you know, you take a little bit time away, and the next day they come in, they get 4-1, you know? It's just like, you gotta lock in. You're not gonna ever be a world champion if you can't at least hang in those games. Wildcards in future, maybe to NA, I'm sorry, what? I saw you tomorrow? Wrong. Wrong. Man, I didn't think you'd do that early flick. Mugmoon to NA? Nah, it's not happening. I don't think he's ever gonna come to NA. Unless he got like some insane bag. Man, it is actually pathetic. I hate Papa so much. I despise playing with him all the time. And of course, his teammate is also gonna be someone I don't like to play with. All right, chat. We're gonna pause for a little bit. I still wanna play a little bit more before we get off for the night, but I am gonna scream if I get that same guy for the 9th minute. All right, guys, I think we're on next loss territory. Just trying to fade down the stretch here. I'm also getting a little snacky. We don't think I used this. I love this car design, but I don't think I used it at all. I don't know why it's so ugly. What the heck? Sure. Break out tab X. Close one. Oh. Do you have a favorite RL Pro? Back in the day it was JNaps. Nowadays I don't think I have a favorite player. I'd say Calm. You know, I've known him for a while. He's a good dude. I owe him a barbecue meal. Oh, my bad, teammate. You want to get my car? I want to, you know, go get some barbecue with Calm. I don't know about anymore, but he used to live in Dallas. I think he still does, so. Kind of want to go to Hames Barbecue in the DFW area, chat, if anyone's familiar. I actually discovered there's one right next to the airport I used to go, I go to for work flights, so. Lit. Of course, my favorite for a long time. I don't know who it is now. That's fair. Haynes Barbecue? No, Haim. Or the Heim. I met Pi R Squared for the first time in person at that barbecue place in Dallas, Fort Worth. Prime Fairy Peak was very solid, to be sure. Dude, these guys are such a weird rotator. The guy was the greatest player of all time. Jazer, is that, can you really, I mean, I guess you can call him a pro. He can play for Flipside Tactics. One of the few pros that 100% deserves the world champion tag because he actually played games for them. Yeah, I could fake. I can tell whoever that one guy is, the Half, he's a bit of a hard carry for this orange team. Leth is not a pro player anymore. But he was a pro player. That could have been a pass back. I'm sorry, teammate. One season what? It was Flipside Tactics. He was a sub for them. Oh. I believe he won the season when it was Cux, Marky Duda, and Greasy. Oh boy. Oh. Coffee with the last season SSL. Fresh SSL in the lobby chat. No! I needed boost. I didn't realize that ball would get to me. Dude, it's insane how much this guy's hard carrying. Holy shit, dude, he's putting him in the backpack. Only I knew how to wave dash effectively with the breakout type X. Nice pass. Okay. Slowly getting back into a chat. I gotta say, Jay's YouTube videos went hard. Great eating meal, you know? Jay's Moyments. Hell yeah, dude. I was never really into freestyling, but what I liked about Jazer is that he was pulling off cool stuff that was like, I don't know. As much as I am impressed by like people who can chain resets, I don't find them impressive anymore, especially because 99% of the time those people are hitting clips against like bots or like silvers. So it's like, it's much more impressive to just do what they're doing, where it's like, they're going for clips, but they're going for like weird pinches and whatnot, or like pre-jumps and stuff, like stuff that's like, I think, I don't know, more intrinsically interesting. Oh, that's insane that you decided to pre-jump that and then shoot it low while you had an open shot. Anyway, teammate choked. Good night, everybody. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for the follows and subs, and we'll be streaming tomorrow. Mwah.